Hello and welcome to my collection of Spider-Man Homecoming DVDs and Blu-rays. And I've not got too many for Spider-Man Homecoming because the later Marvel films I have taken a step back and haven't got loads of releases. I do have, I think it's 5 releases of this one though, so a few to go through. Obviously, if you're interested in the other Spider-Man movies, the Amazing Spider-Man and Sam Raimi ones, obviously please do check those videos out, and of course the rest of the Marvel ones. So let's crack on with what we have got. So the first one we're looking at here is the Spider-Man Homecoming Big Sleeve Edition, which is, I think, actually exclusive to the UK. They've obviously released these LP size releases that contain the DVD, the Blu-ray, and you also get the 12-inch art cards inside. They generally are from a supermarket called Tesco in the UK, and there's mostly the Disney releases that are kind of on there. Obviously this one is a kind of co-production between them and Sony. As you can see, you have obviously what you have inside there, the kind of breakdown of the art cards and stuff like that, all pretty good. I'm not a huge fan of these big sleeves, I've got to be honest, because they are simply for big and difficult to store. So I only have a couple and we probably won't get them for every release, maybe just the odd one here and there that of a film I particularly like, and I did really like Spider-Man Homecoming. So let's have a look what else that we've got. There's a number of steelbooks for Spider-Man Homecoming. This one was no, it wasn't exclusive to the HMV, that's the other one. But this one is a UK version that actually has a magnet of obviously the Spider logo here that kind of sticks onto it, very much like the Game of Thrones magnets that you would have got on their kind of steelbooks for their seasons. And I think this one is only in the UK, if I'm honest. I'm not 100% sure, but I've got a feeling it is a UK exclusive steelbook, although it wasn't from a particular retailer. Obviously, it's the packet's a little thicker because it's got this kind of like plastic kind of holder on it that keeps the kind of the magnet in place there. If you take the magnet off, it is literally just the kind of the red sort of costuming. But nonetheless, that's the 3D edition as well. So there you go, the Blu-ray 3D, Blu-ray and digital download. We also had the 4K Blu-ray. This one was the exclusive to HMV, but this artwork I think has been seen in a number of different countries. So this is generally the kind of the standard kind of steelbook that we've got here. As you can see with the sticker, it is exclusive to the HMV retailer here in the UK. And I don't actually have a 4K player, so this is the steelbook that they got. And this is how they kind of sneak the releases up, I think, by making it the you know, the only thing you can get the steelbook on, and therefore they think, oh look, 4K steelbooks are not going down, or 4K releases, I mean. Well, there you go. I do have a third steelbook, and this is actually the most recent thing in my collection. Now, this is actually a steelbook from Film Arena, which I want to say is it's a European, it might be Czechoslovakian. It's got a lenticular cover there, lenticular magnet, and they did produce a number of numbered versions. This one's an unnumbered one, but nonetheless, I like this. Is the artwork which is underneath the magnet, and to be honest with you, I wouldn't have got it if it was just the kind of the standard artwork. Again, I did want to. I'll kind of, if it's different artwork, I'll probably all get the steelbook, but it's kind of cool. Now, I wouldn't normally show stuff like this, but I actually got this off eBay, and the guy that I got it off actually made a custom cover. Now, it's not official, so I don't really care about stuff like this, but I only got it really for this. It happened to be the cheapest version of that steelbook that I could find, but he did make this one, which he's kind of numbered to the tune of 50, I think, but I don't really class this bit as a kind of a really part of it because it's not official. But I see a lot of people make these kind of custom covers. I've never been a fan. I don't like getting unofficial stuff, to be honest. But nonetheless, I got it because of this. But if anything, it kind of keeps it protected. So there you go. And the final thing, which I think is probably the most interesting, I think it's probably the thing that the least people have got, is this box set from France, exclusive to France. I really like the simplicity of the cover, and obviously the kind of like the 60s kind of style of the Spider-Man eyes flash you got there. It's a fairly chunky box set. as you can see there. And inside you get a couple of different things. You get a tote bag, a couple of little magnets, a key ring type thing, a few collector's card, a poster, and obviously the actual film itself on DVD, Blu-ray and digital download. I think it's a little bit different, so I kind of like getting these more obscure releases, so to speak. I mean, a lot of people these days just go in for the steelbooks, but I still kind of like getting these odd little collector's pieces here and there. So that is my collection of Spider-Man Homecoming. Please let me know what you thought. What's your favourite edition of what I've got there? And check out my other videos. See you next time.